Hello everyone, welcome to Techies on Wheel. Today we'll look around differences between RPA and other technologies like macro, BPM, and artificial intelligence. So first look around what is the difference between RPA and macros. To understand it, first understand what is RPA. RPA is a combination of so many packages, so many capabilities incorporated within a single application, single tool. So if I say that, it means I can be it be the web automation, be it be a desktop application, be it be databases, Excel, or say any of the application I want to automate. I can leverage any of the package. When I'm saying package, it is nothing but a combination of so many actions and activities. Like if I talk about Excel automation, the package of Excel may consist of reading data from Excel, writing into Excel, reading a single row of data, single cell of data, get data of the cell, put data into the cell. So these all actions combined together forms a package. So RP consists of so many packages. Now, when I talk about macro, you can consider it as one of the action you can utilize within the RPA tool. So RPA has quite a lot of capabilities where it can just leverage, you can leverage macros to automate certain part where you want to use the actual macro, be it be Excel automation. You want to do some part of the Excel automation using macro, or maybe in your organization, you already have few macros built for certain operations. You can directly call it using RPA tool. So being said that, this is how I depict macro is a very small part within the entire RPA umbrella. Henceforth, RPA has wider automation scope as it is not dedicated to any specific application. It has capabilities of integrating with multiple applications, be it be any type of application, web application, legacy, desktop, mainframe, Citrix, databases. You can just call it, you can just automate it using certain packages within the RPA tool. And of course, RPA can be leveraged for much complex logic. So if you say you have to automate a process which involves several applications like Excel and then some website and other applications, you can just use the RPA, any of the RPA tool, combine all these activities together and form a one bot. And macro is just in together a subpart within the RPA umbrella. Also, from the development perspective, one difference which I found is that macro is very coding thing. You have to have good knowledge of code, how the syntax works, what are the terms being used within the macro. So it's completely, you have to have good knowledge of coding, I would say. But for RPA, most of the tools provide you simple English-like actions. You need to just drag and drop, put your logic, your process logic within, and then you can just use it on the go. So for using any of the RPA tool, you don't have to have good good coding knowledge. So that's one difference from the development purview. Now coming to BPM, what is BPM? So let's first understand it. BPM is entire process of managing the process. I would say if you are working on any of the process, so you will discover it, you will model it, you will analyze what can be the changes done, then you can improve it, and then you automate certain part to ease your entire working culture within the process. However, when we talk about RPA, it is a subpart which can be used in the part of automating your process. So it can be application based, or if you involve so different applications, so many applications, then RPA can come into picture at the part of automating it. So being said that, RPA can be a very small part being leveraged within the entire umbrella of BPM. BPM is not a tool. However, RPA are tools. BPM is rather an approach to streamline your entire process and the part of automation. It can be used in correlation, where at part of automation, you can use RPA tool. So RPA is complementing to BPM, and it is not a replacement to it. These two are completely different things. Moving to the third one, which is RPA versus artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is something that has capabilities of improving improving and growing and changing over a period of time with a set of data and number of uses. However, RPA is something very rule-based. You have to provide a certain set of rules and your machine will just behave in the similar manner. It has no intelligence involved. However, artificial intelligence is intelligent. Although the capabilities of integrating with different technologies and tools, RPA can leverage AI to achieve more wider scope of automation. So as let's take an example of address verification, where say from the user perspective, if you see, there can be chances of writing, there can be chances of doing spelling mistakes or spaces or phonetic changes. There can be so many ways of writing an same address. From the human perspective, we have that capabilities of recognizing whether two addresses are same or not. However, from the machine perspective, or from the RPA, you cannot define it in certain set of rules. However, you can utilize AI component there to find out, your machine can find out on its own using the intelligence whether two addresses are same or not. And you can leverage this part of AI within your RPA tool to achieve a bigger automation picture. So in the web, see, in the web automation, it's a very sub part of validating the address. You can leverage AI there. AI is smarter as it enhances and adapts with time. However, RPA is something rule-based. Whatever rule you're providing, the system is just performing the same. You will also hear a term cognitive automation. It is again nothing. It's a AI component you are using within the RPA tool, and like ICR and OCR capabilities you are integrating within the RPA tool. That's the cognitive automation. And the other term, which is very common and very highlighted nowadays in the RPA industry, is intelligent automation. Again, don't get confused. It is nothing, just the integration of RPA and AI to achieve a wider automation scope and making your process a bit intelligent with taking capabilities of AI within the RPA tool. So this is intelligent automation. Hope your doubts would be clear by now. What next? In the next session, we will cover, we'll understand what does the RPA delivery lifecycle looks like, along with how it works from scratch to the end of the entire RPA delivery lifecycle. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you, everyone.